Alright, folks, welcome back to another episode of Geeks and Degenerates. Welcome back to Incognito. Haven't seen episodes on this in a while, but today, since it's October, Halloween's coming up, it's spooky times around the corner. So we decided to take a look at one of the more popular horror anime out there. We decided to take a look at Elfen Lied. Came out in 2005, I think. I want to say 2004, 2005.
2004.
2004. So it's
Yeah.
a little bit of a flashback, right? It's a wild ride. To our returning viewers, welcome back. Happy to have you. Happy to see you. Hope you enjoy what's about to come. And for our new viewers, welcome to the channel. My name is.
And we're so sorry.
I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. My name is Edwin, but I go by Urity, and I'll be hosting today's video. I am joined by Jamar. How you doing?
Ohio. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I had fun watching the show.
Oh yeah,
Not gonna lie.
yeah, a lot of fun. So with that said, we should probably get into the video, and I just wanted to start by asking what your first impressions were.
First impressions were
Like, how did you?
first episode alone.
Yeah, like how'd you hear
How
about
did I
it?
hear about it?
Yeah.
Oh, do you know there's always this countdown list I was always watching. Misty Chronexia, was it?
Yeah.
If y'all remember him. Yeah, and this would always be on his top like horror list or things to watch on Halloween or supernatural anime.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right. And then they always show that scene where in the first episode where every security guard just gets dead.
Bodied.
Everybody gets torn apart. And there's this like secretary girl who's like clumsy as fuck, who trips in front of Lucy and gets her head removed. I was like,
Yeah.
wait,
Yeah.
wait, let me breathe.
Yeah, no, I actually I've known about Elfen Lied for a while, right? Like everybody always talks about Elfen Lied, how like hyping it up as like a horror anime, right? And I'd actually never seen any footage of the show. I didn't even know what it was about until I actually started watching it. So I didn't fucking know what to expect. Like, what did you think about the first episode?
Fuck it. Yo, it's kind of like was it it's like an invincible episode. They just give us everything within one episode. You get boobs, you get torn limbs, dead people, and then cute anime girl.
I mean, I guess so. Cute. Fucking, yeah. Uh, yeah. Like I said, I don't watch much horror anime, so I didn't really know what to expect. But started watching it. I heard the opening music, which was like, oh, okay. Well, should I get on my knees? my praying here. Am I gonna need Jesus after this show? Like, is this what they're trying to tell me? Like,
I think I needed Jesus after this.
and you know what? The author needs Jesus. whoever made this needs Jesus.
I think the author needs
Yeah,
Jesus.
whoever the fuck made this needs Jesus. Because like,
No, because this fuck is so fun.
okay, look, I saw like the clumsy secretary. Her name escapes me. Was like, oh, okay, like Moe's secretary shit. All right, cool, whatever. And like 5 minutes later, her head gets fucking ripped off. I was like, oh, cool, fun. Love that. Great.
What?
Great. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. No, but like, no, it's not just that, man. Can we jump forward a little bit?
Yeah, please.
Yeah. This whole Yuka and Kota fucking bullshit. I don't. This is where I'm like drawing the line with this author. I'm like, okay, not really. There's actually more that I have to draw the line on.
Oh, look, Elfen is like one big like line that's like, do not cross. Do not cross.
The thing that they could get away with was the gore, and everything else is like No.
Okay, look. I feel like the authors just like, or like the studio just expected us to forget that Kota and Yuka were cousins. The
I was
cousins,
gonna say
dog.
Sweet Home Alabama.
Yeah, yeah. And like they pull that shit at the shrine. It was like,
Okay,
mm.
okay. I didn't really get it at the first ep. Like, oh, Kota meets his long lost cousin or something. That I didn't know this was gonna be the childhood love interest. I was like, no, why?
Yeah. So
I was like, go with the demon pink haired girl, please. Just not with your cousin.
oh yeah, yeah. Let's go with the mass murderer instead of going the incest route. Like there's
His
not
fucking mind.
there's not really correct choice here is the thing. Like you either go with the genocidal maniac or you go with your
I,
cousin.
I mean, it's not bad when she's going, yeah.
Yeah, but like but then you start to get into the territory of fucking a toddler. Cause that's what New is.
You got a point.
She has the mental
You got a
age
point.
of a toddler.
The toddler. This author needs Jesus. This author really needs Jesus.
Yeah. Okay. So like, if you want to do this, like, let's split it up. Okay. You have your childhood romantic interest, which is your fucking cousin. You have a genocidal maniac who's set on ethnically cleansing the world. And then on the flip side of that genocidal maniac, you have a toddler.
Yeah, she gets amnesia and she becomes a toddler.
Yeah.
And she
So
actually grows shorter too when she goes to New, which does not help.
that she doesn't grow shorter. She's like
Yeah, she does. When she's Lucy, she's taller than Kota, but when she's New, she goes short.
Hmm.
I saw it in an episode where we're skipping ahead, but like where Yuka confesses her love and Kota accepts it, and they kiss on a shrine. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Look, man, this is Incognito where we talk about all the degenerate shit. So really,
That's true.
like this is the space to talk about it. This is the time to talk
That's
about
true.
it. So
That's true.
like I had notes here, but fuck it, let's go. Like Yuka and Kota, their relationship. What were your thoughts on it? And like I'll throw in Kota's relationship with New/Lucy at this point.
Okay. Yuka and Kota, complete trash love. Was this their whole love story is complete trash in my opinion. This is like there is no build up, there is no tension. Yeah, you get Yuka going like, oh, I like him, but he doesn't like me back, or does he like me back? Do I work harder for him, but he likes New?
He's your cousin. He's your cousin.
You mentioned it. You called his dad uncle.
Anyway, go on.
I swear, you get it in episode 2, where she starts to get jealous of you, and I'm like, oh no, this is not good.
Imagine getting jealous of a toddler.
I think I could name a couple of animes.
Okay, fair. Fair.
Prisma Alia.
Okay, Prisma Ilia is a masterpiece. I can hear the sirens already. But we're not here to talk about Prisma Ilia. We're here to talk about. All right. If you guys wanted to do a video on Prisma Ilia,
Please
sound off in the comments below.
I don't think going incognito is gonna help us with that.
Look, it's fine. Like it's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
Like,
It's fine.
our first incognito video was literally redo of Healer. So, like,
Okay, good point. Anyway, look. The only thing that I felt like a good relationship, and I'm not saying just strictly on, boyfriend and girlfriend kind of deal, is Mayu and her dog. And this is the only tension I felt like I care about these two more than Yuka and Kota.
Mayu and Wanta is the only
Wanta.
healthy relationship in this show.
It is. Like Kurama and what's her name?
Nana.
Nana? Like that's also not a healthy relationship.
Yeah, no, that's like borderline creepy, kind of.
Very. And okay, they had us in the first half. We're like, oh, that's his daughter, who he killed with his own bare hands. No, that's not her.
Well, no,
It's a completely different child.
I never got any sort of like I did like have to ask that to myself at one point, which is like, wait, so is Nana his daughter?
The daughter?
But then number
Yeah,
35
and then they
comes along,
revealed
it's
that.
like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Also, Kota, trash main character. He's not even a main character. He's just a trash love interest. A lucky fucker who got a harem.
But he's just like I don't like Kota. Okay, look,
I don't like Kota.
this is actually leading up into like what my second note was, which was talking about all the characters, but we're already talking about them. So just
Sorry.
okay, look, a lot of the characters just like frustrated me to no end. Like Yuka, for example. Like look, outside of her relationship with Kota, like I think Yuka's actually like a pretty okay character. Like I think she's actually like, she has her moments where it's like okay, yeah,
Minus the incest. She's fine.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like outside of whatever sus shit she has going on with Kota, like Yuka's all right. Like she's actually kind of cool.
She looks like a pretty good housewife. Like,
Yeah, but then like when it comes to Kota, she like just does like so much dumb shit. Like I don't get it, man. Like Yuka's like the one who like suffers the most from this. It's like just the shit she does whenever it's something involving Kota. It's just like yeah.
and we got Kota, who's the dense motherfucker, with the dense main character. Like, I don't know what you're feeling when it's completely obvious. Like, really, really don't notice what's happening right now.
Kota's just a dumbass. Like honestly, like I feel like a bunch of this shit is like a bunch of shit in the show could have been like easily avoided if the characters are just like a little smarter. Like Kota and Yuka are like college students, so they're not like immature little kids, right? And like look, I get it. Kota has like amnesia, PTSD from like like repressed memories.
Yeah.
Oh, but man, he just does some dumb shit.
He does a lot of dumb shit, I swear to God.
Especially towards the end.
Like, I can't believe I'm saying it, but like, there's more depth in Kirito from SAO than this fucking character.
Well, I mean, yeah, if only for the fact that SAO has been running for much longer, has a lot more content than what's in this anime.
I guess, but still.
And I'm stressing in this anime because I know there are some key differences between the anime adaptation of Elfen Lied and the original manga that were like changed.
Is there?
Yeah. Like there was a character in the manga that just doesn't show up in the anime. And yeah,
was it another Diclonian?
No, it's like a college student who's like Yuka's like kohai or something.
Oh, but also has a crush on Kota. Let me guess.
I don't know. I haven't read the manga.
Oh, dead.
Yeah, this was like from preliminary research, right? Because like I was like looking into this, like seeing what if there were any differences, and I found some very big differences. Like fucking Kurama and Mariko, number 35, didn't actually die here, I think.
Oh, she didn't blow up?
No, like I think they lived a little long. I forget. Like I think they died, but basically just a bunch of different shit that happened. Kota doesn't act like in the manga doesn't actually recover his memories until later on in the story.
All right.
Yeah, just like shit like that, and just some shit was changed around here and there. Like whatever, I guess it is what it is.
Yeah.
Uh,
Wait, what was your favorite episode here?
oh, my favorite episode. That's a tough one.
Because I got my answer.
You go first.
It's the flashback episode.
Mm,
Dude, okay, not gonna
yeah,
lie, come on. The flashback episode had more depth than the entire anime
yeah, yeah.
in itself.
I agree. I agree. Now that you bring it up, yeah, the flashback episode was like much needed exposition. Like,
Mm-hmm.
because like this anime is only 13 episodes long, so we don't get that much time to actually see these characters look into their inner thoughts and motivations. And
Mm.
for the majority of the anime, it's not really shown all that much. So a lot of the anime is actually like kind of like confusing motivation wise. It's like,
Mm.
what are they trying to do here? Like, what the fuck did they want? I think.
I did actually get the motivation of Yuka and Kota taking in Mayu and Lucy and Nana. I'm like, are you guys, your college students, are you gonna like support them the entire way? Like they're your kids? What are you gonna do? What if there's parents looking for them?
Where do they get the money? Is my question.
I don't know. I get the house. That was passed down to Kota.
Yeah,
But
but
the
like,
money, I don't know.
yeah, but like groceries and shit. Like you're feeding like five people. Like, and they're not working any. They're not working any jobs.
9 to 5 job.
They're not working. They're not working. So like, where the fuck are they getting their money from? Like, I don't know. Like, I will say that on the topic of the flashback episode,
Mm.
it was very interesting because like I did sort of get the feeling that there was more to Kota's amnesia,
Mm-hmm.
like apparent amnesia. Like it wasn't really adding up that his dad died in a car accident, his sister got sick, right? Because like
Yeah.
um, so that was like satisfying payoff, I think, and
His sister got cut in half. His dad's head blew up.
yeah, it's definitely a high point in the show for me, and it also got
Yeah.
let us see more of Lucy slash New's character.
Oh
'Cause,
my
like,
god, I love the zoo episode. The zoo scene.
the zoo shit was great.
That shit was great. That was like very refreshing because there was actual character depth there
Yeah,
from Kota and Lucy, and I'm like, she's legitimately happy. She's having the best day of her life, but her friend or love interest is gonna leave, and like, yeah, this hits home. There's a little bit of a weight to this scene
yeah,
that is their last day together, and I love that shit.
yeah, yeah. And at this point, I kind of want to talk about how most people regard Elfen Lied as like a majority of people regard Elfen Lied as like a horror anime, and like
I don't find it horror.
I don't think it's a
I say
horror.
sci-fi.
Not yeah, well like sci-fi kind of, but also like it's more drama than it is anything else.
Hmm. Yeah, it's more of a drama with
Yeah,
sci-fi elements.
yeah.
Gore. I don't get what's up with anime and saying,
It's just gore.
"Oh,
Like,
this is a horror anime," but the only thing that's there is just gore.
yeah, it's just gore. It's not really horror. Like I wasn't really
Yeah.
anything scary about it. Ironically, since since we're doing this for our Halloween theme, but whatever, it is what it is.
It is what it
I,
is.
I mean, our next Incognito video is actually gonna be is actually like compared to this more horror-y. But please stay tuned for that one.
Please. I'm actually
yeah.
excited for this.
Yeah, it's coming up soon.
They say
But
one of the best, by the way.
Yes, it's a revolutionary horror anime that paved the way for generations to come. You know,
Mhm.
emphasis on come.
You ends up putting the cyberpunk theme.
You you can become.
You can become.
Why do you come? But yeah, going back to the topic of the video, which is Elfen Lied.
Yeah.
It's more drama because it does deal with themes like discrimination, right? Like
Mm.
a sense of self identity, and a more poignant theme is, well, kind of like racism.
Oh yeah, you could totally see that. Like they see the Diclonians like as a disease or like pest. But I was like, you really shouldn't say that to like a superior version of us.
Well, yeah,
Us as a human really
yeah,
gotta stop saying it.
yeah, and like this is like one of like the most like interesting questions. Well, the most interesting things I've seen in an anime where it's like they
Mm,
do they make it a plot point to establish like the government saying that the colonists are just have this innate desire for violence to kill,
mm,
and to a point you do see that in Lucy, but counter to that fact is that she's basically dealing with uh dissociated identity disorder, right? Or like multiple personality
mm.
disorder, maybe even like borderline
Yeah.
schizophrenia, where like she does deal with like a violent inner voice inside her head. But with the flashback episode, you also see the circumstances of her life. Like she was abandoned as a child, raised in an orphanage where she was tormented mercilessly, and her only friend was a dog, and the bullies proceeded to kill that dog in front of her. So like it does pose that interesting question of like, are the Declonius naturally violent, or is it a product of the the constant abuse that the majority of them are subject to?
I think it's the constant abuse because there is the example of Nana. Nana is far from what Lucy and number 35 was.
Yeah, but then counter to that though is number 35. Um, she was confined her whole life, so
Hmm.
she had never technically known abuse. No one had ever hurt her. Like she had received a basic education, I would assume, but she's a psychopathic murderer who enjoys killing for the sake of killing.
That's true. So I think Nana is just one of those like, I think we got a good one.
But like that's like the question, right? Like is Nana um the exception to the rule, or is she the product of what would happen if uh, the colonists were treated, well, humanely?
Uh, I guess. Again, although she wasn't treated humanely though. First time seeing her, she's strung up and just like blood everywhere.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. But like,
Like,
yeah. Like that's not like my point though. I guess I should like
uh,
rephrase by saying that like, is Nana a representation of like not all the colonists are bad, or fucking I'm confusing myself at this point. uh
yeah, same. Let's not delve in deep into Elfen Lied.
yeah. But
Actually,
like,
no.
no, but that's the interesting thing about the show, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Is
It's like, are Diclonians bad, or is it just because things have happened to
yeah,
them where
yeah, but are they a product of their circumstances, right?
yeah, yeah.
And you have these multiple opposing viewpoints in Nana, in Mariko, in Lucy. Um,
And they never answer that, by the way.
no, they never do.
They never do.
That's the thing. It's like I wish Elfen Lied had more episodes.
I same here. I wish I had more episodes
Yeah,
to
like
explain.
like as slow it was in the beginning, like there were a lot of loose ends that were just never tied up by the end.
Especially that stupid cliffhanger.
Like, the mercenaries still out there. The government guys are still out there. Uh,
Hmm.
the fuck's gonna happen? And like, well, I guess like this anime, like many adaptations, was made to promote the manga, so
Hmm.
like I guess like that it is what it is. But you know, we're judging the show itself, right? Not the fucking
Yeah, no,
manga.
not the manga.
Yeah, this is a critique of the show itself. So,
Yeah. Well,
uh,
I gotta say the satisfying part is the only satisfying part. No, there are a lot of satisfying parts in this anime, but the one that I like the most is after the kids beat the dog to death, Lucy snaps, and the
yeah,
kid behind her just blows up. I'm like, ah, you
that was
deserved it, you little shit.
not gonna lie, that was satisfying.
That was satisfying.
That was
I
satisfying. That
like,
was really satisfying.
dude. I knew there was a dog that was gonna die in this show, and I kept looking at Wanta, and Wanta was so fucking cute. And I was like, this show better not take one of its best characters.
Dude, there was
Like, I swear to God.
there were so many close calls with Wanta. I was like, oh god, no, he's gonna die. Oh, okay.
Dude, Lucy like went out of the house, and Wanta was like on a leash, and then you see the shockwave of her vectors. And I was
Yeah.
like, Wanta? Oh, he ran away. He just cut the leash. Oh my God. Dude, I was expecting Wanta to die. The entire time I was on the edge of my seat is because of Wanta. I'm like, anybody can go. I don't care. The dog has to live through the show. Well, I'm not wrong. The dog does die, sadly,
yeah,
but
but
it's not
Wanta.
Wanta.
Yeah,
So that was still a good pupper, though.
yeah. Still, like, pain. Sag.
Pain.
Okay, so let's move on. And kind of like summarize, like, what about the show did you not like? Just like summarize everything we've talked about so far.
I feel like the things I don't like about the show kind of outweighs the things I like. Because, like, the characters are, I would say 50-50 because Kurama is an interesting character, Lucy as well. Um, Mayu is also a very interesting character for me as well. And then there's Wanta. Uh, and but everybody else is just plain Jane cardboard cutouts like Yuka, Kota, mercenary guy. Um, what else? Every scientist that was there, they were just, huh? Like they put a little bit of depth in that one scientist girl who got shot in the arm, and she begged for her life so she would work in that like scientist lab. We never got any more of her that she got shot. Like, not much story from that.
Yeah.
I don't know. The character development in the show is kind of not that great. Story, narrative, very interesting. Payoff, not that great. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. Yeah.
How about you, Ed?
Uh, like the show like is very weird for me because like
It's really weird.
like there's a lot I like about it, but there's also a lot I don't like about it. Like you said this, but like the characters are like just like so frustrating a lot of the time. Like Kurama, I find is a very interesting character. Like I wish we had more of him. I loved the flashback we did get of his earlier life.
With his wife and kid.
Yeah, Lucy again also is a very interesting character. I wanted to see more of her. I loved her. Mayu was just like super wholesome, great. Kind of does stupid things sometimes, but she's 13. Whatever, I'll give her a pass. Hey, Nana was just annoying.
Nana was just annoying.
Yeah, it's always going like Papa, Papa,
Papa!
Papa. Like,
Arm
shut the
falls
fuck
off.
up. Like, shut the
Leg
fuck
falls
up.
off.
Shut up. 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 Yuka, well, okay for the most part. I hated her relationship with Kota.
Hmm.
Like that was
And
like,
I hate that they focused on that shit a lot. Like, I don't want to look at this. I want to know more about the Diclonians and their story. I don't want this Sweet Home Alabama bullshit.
Yeah, man, it was just like endlessly frustrating, and like Kota
Yeah.
as well. Well, actually, like okay, yeah. I think Kota's like the biggest example of like this show to me, which is like a lot of things I like about this, but also a lot of things I don't like about this. Because like on one hand, Kota is an endlessly frustrating character. He's like does and says a lot of stupid shit, but also interesting in the way that I think about how he interacts with the other characters in relation to his history, right? And
Mm.
like they touched on this like near the end, where he sort of sees, where they think, at least they think, he sees all of the girls living in his house as like his little sister who he has to like protect or like help,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
But then it also leads into this interesting thing where it's like he does get intimate with Yuka and with Lucy, so like it's a bit of a toss up, and
Yeah.
it's definitely it's been fun for me to like try to dissect him as a character, as much as he
Same here.
pisses me off.
Dude, one of the stupidest moves is, say you have like a lost child that's in a mall, and then this child doesn't like a guy comes up to her and is like, "Oh, that's my daughter," or that's my brother's daughter. Come
like
on, give her to me.
like
And I'm like, really?
like you know what it is, like this is not a harem anime. But Kota acts
They
like a
try to
harem,
be.
but no, not really. But Kota acts
Okay.
like a harem MC sometimes.
He does. He does, yeah, he
That's what
does.
I
I see
find
what you mean.
frustrating about him.
It's the dense part.
It's the dance part, and it's the walking into extremely stupid situations that he can't win because he cares about X person.
Hmm.
Like when he tries to go save Nana from uh the SAT at the bridge, right?
Yeah.
Like you were against the military, dog. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, what's your stupid ass gonna do? Like, really?
I really thought he was gonna die. I really thought he was gonna die at that scene. I was like, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
But
So
nah, the SAT sucks at shooting.
yeah, apparently, fucking. Anyway,
Clone trooper in.
yeah,
Sorry, stormtrooper.
yeah. So that's that.
Yeah.
On the flip side, though, let's move on to the positives now. So, like, what did you
Hmm.
like?
Dude, the entire story with the Dicolonians and the whole racism, the whole them, especially the ones where even though we didn't get the answers to it, of like Nana, Lucy, and number 35, we want to know: are Dicolonians violent by nature, or are they, or is it just by circumstance that they're raised differently?
Mm,
Also, flashback scene. You could tell that this show can do good just from the flashback episode alone. Like you can tell that they can do really good narrative and really good storytelling. And I wish I saw that throughout the entire show. Fight scenes were actually fairly decent for 2004. Like, not gonna lie. Um, Again, the negatives outweigh the positives in my opinion. But I don't know. I enjoy Slaughterfest in anime. Like that shit was fun to watch when Lucy just tears everybody up. I will give the animators that. They put all of their budget into um that that scene and the fight scenes and just left nothing for Kota and Yuka.
yeah. Um, Before I move on to my positives, like I do have one last negative to sneak in though, and it's that this show did not age well.
Oh, it did not. It
It
did
did
not.
not. It did not age well. Like,
It does not.
just like visual and audio wise. I mean, like, story, like, in terms of its themes, it does. It ages like beautifully. But in terms of like its visuals, its sound effects, it's just like woo. Like you can tell this thing is old.
This is no. It's like Cowboy Bebop, made in 1998, had better like sound effects and like music and like I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what was up with the studio, and you could tell that like their character design was very very 2000, like early 2000.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But since we're talking about the positives now, like, look, this show is at its best when it's not focusing on Kota and like all that shit. Honestly, like this, like whenever the show isn't like whenever Kota isn't on screen, like being his dumbass self, the show is amazing.
The show peaks. The show peaks.
Yeah, the show.
When
Yeah,
Kata is not.
yeah. Mainly like all like the flashback shit, right? Like that's when the show is at its best because like that's when you really start to get into all of these themes about things like mental illness, discrimination, self discovery, self identity, and I just like it's very interesting for me to think about within the context of the show, and I did get a lot of enjoyment out of that, and so for me, I would say like those positives were like enjoyable enough for me to sort of almost forgive the negatives a little bit, just a little bit, because like
Okay.
Kota and Yuka still pissed me off. Like there's like
Yeah. But okay, to sneak in another negative. A lot of the show has a lot of wasted space. Like they give us a lot of characters and they don't do anything with them. But just to have Lucy cut them in half. That's all I gotta say. Like that's my last negative is that a lot of the show is wasted space.
yeah. I will say though like there was something like really satisfying about watching Lucy go on a fucking rampage.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah, I'll give that to the show. Like,
I'll give that to a show.
yeah, like those gore scenes, like, yeah. So, with that said, how about we move on to our final thoughts? Give it a score, Jomar.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna give this one a solid 5. A 5 out of 10. Because, again, negatives outweighed the positives in my opinion. If I would love to see a like if they redo this show, like what they did with
Brotherhood,
God, what's the name of the
FMA.
yeah, sure. Let's go with that. Let's go with Full Metal Alchemist. If they redo this and say they do the source material justice, who knows? I might like it more. But everything else here is just like so damn frustrating. Again, waste of space. I feel like the narrative was wasted on this story. I really want to know. I want to know more. I want this narrative again, but just told differently. I don't want this fucking harem bullshit. I want more of the political and the psychological shit. A little bit more fight scenes, please. And less being creepy, author. Please. It's 2021 now. If you're gonna redo Elfen Lied,
I mean,
you can be a tad bit creepy, but go ahead.
I mean, to be fair, the manga was serialized between like 2002 and like 2005, so
I guess. I don't know. If they redo this, I don't know. I just want a better version of this. In my opinion. How about you?
Well, actually, like, before I give my final score, I will actually say like the creeper shit was actually like sort of interesting character exposition.
On my use end, I will give it that.
Yeah, specifically on
my use backstory.
Yeah. So that shit was creepy as fuck, but like that was good. That was good. Not like good, but like
it made me care about Mayu more.
Yeah. It was like not it was a terrible thing that happened, but like it made us give a shit. Made us give a shit.
Dig a hole.
Yeah.
Just digging a hole.
Full disclaimer. I'm not in any way, shape, or form saying that what happened to Mayu was a good thing. but it was interesting. I'm making it worse, so I'm just gonna move on and give it my final.
You are making it worse.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it my final score. Look, with all the negatives, like mainly Kota, Nana, all just like the characters were like the most frustrating part about the show for me. But I'm a sucker for stories that explore like themes like this, like discrimination, abuse, violence. What makes a psychopath, right? I think it was a very interesting like dive into that subject, and it was very thought provoking for me to watch, and it did carry me through. And at the end of the anime, I found myself like um, being happy that I watched it, despite all its faults. So I'm gonna give this a 7.
Sure.
I would say though, like I would be very down for like a brotherhood treatment of Elfen Lied. Like,
Yes.
I would be very.
I'll be. I'm on the same boat.
I would be very interested to see what it would look like in 2021. Yeah, so that about does it for my notes. Do you have any more thoughts you would like to add? Any final things?
Nah, I think I've said everything I had to say. Not really my best anime, but I say it still deserves like a watch. Like if you want to experience Elfen Lied, I say go ahead.
Yeah.
Like it's not gonna waste your time. It actually gives you a really good narrative. In my
Yeah,
opinion.
yeah. I'll say like one, like this anime is overhyped, I think.
Yeah, it was.
When I was watching this, a friend uh said like verbalized it very well, which is this show isn't gonna waste your time, but you're not really gonna be missing out either. So like if you think
Yeah.
like if you think you'll be interested in a show like this, give it a watch, but it's not like a must, I would say.
Nah, it's not a must anime.
Yeah. But anyway, that'll do it for this video. We hope you enjoyed watching us fuck around and like uh, watching me dig a hole for myself. But you know what? This is Incognito, where we do nothing but dig holes.
But dig holes.
But dig holes, right? So, to that note, I would like to thank you, our viewer, for watching. You know, if you're new, welcome to the channel. Hope you liked the video. If you want to see more, you know, same shit as always. Gonna go on the spiel. You know, please like the video, subscribe, ring the bell icon to see more, because we do always have a lot of content planned. We're also on Facebook. Follow us on facebook.com/Geeks and Degenerates, where we post a lot of extra content, and we do streams every now and then. So if you want to hang out with us in real time, you know, don't be shy. We don't bite unless you ask us to. Anyway, we're entertainers.
I mean,
we're entertainers. We give the audience what they want,
and they wanna be bitten.
and if they want to be bitten, I got my ready.
But gosh darn, we're gonna give it to him.
Yeah. So, check us out over there. Our friends aren't here right now, but please also check out facebook.com/slurp media. They're very good friends of ours. They make awesome content. They stream Monday to Friday, so check them out. They're really great. We love them. So you support us, support them, and you know, it'll be great for everybody. More content for you, and you make us happy, right? So once again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sticking with us. And please stay tuned, because we got a lot more coming. Alright, so until next time, take care, stay safe.